What's poppin', players? Welcome back to a Two Penny Games React. This time, the Nintendo Switch 2 first look trailer. This is our official announcement of Nintendo's new console. I am your host, Tavin Bothel, here with my good friends and co-hosts. Say hello to the people, Connor, Elliott.
I'm brimming with excitement and anticipation and apprehension as well.
This is going to be a whole thing. This is the next 7 years of Nintendo, probably, is what we're about to see today. I need to get this thing off my screen. There we go. And then also say hello to the people, Phil Shoemaker.
Hey, what's up, Nintendo guy here. Are we at all disappointed that it's just called the Switch 2?
No. We had a conversation about that on the last episode of the Two Penny Games cast, where I threw out some names to Connor, and he just went, "Yeah, but Switch 2 is probably better for sales." And I was like, "It absolutely is. You are 100% correct."
No, I'm not against it. You know, I just sometimes, Nintendo's like usually very creative with their names. Right?
Yes, and that led them to having one of the biggest flops of all time in the Wii U. So
right, but then they bounced back so hard with the Switch.
Yeah,
right?
but if you just call it a Super Switch, or if you call it I threw out because I heard
the Switch Up.
Not even the Switch Up. The Switch, and it's two eyes in it, but like Roman numeral eyes as two, and then you've also got the word Wii in there just to be
that I would hate.
Yeah, no, but all of these things would sell less units than just Switch Up. Because you got to think about your target moms. You got to think about the target moms. Those are the ones who are buying the consoles. Sure, yes, it's good. It will not sell consoles because people will think, oh, it's like a Switch Pro, so it's just like it's the same thing but just a little bit better. Okay, I'm not doing that. No, you need this is the new.
Which is why it should have been called the 2.0. Would have been cool postmodern, like something.
I don't know about that.
Let's get into this trailer, gentlemen. Let's see what all the hubbub is about. Nintendo Switch 2 first look. Here we go.
Wow.
No Switch Snap. That's the old one.
This is like
that's like the day one.
This is filmmaking.
That's the real stinky one.
Oh, it's bigger screen.
I'd hope so.
Oh.
Dude, that's a port. That's a port right there. And those are buttons. Oh, baby. Lines too?
Oh, yes! An actual kickstand. Let's go.
Well, it already had a kickstand.
Yeah, it had a crappy little piece of plastic.
The OLED has a better kickstand as well, so.
Oh.
Ooh.
Dude, they're bigger.
The bumper, reaches all the way around.
Is that they prevent oh, that's magnets.
It is magnets, yeah. I mean they were talking about that.
Yeah. Blue magnets, okay.
Very nice. I dig it.
The analog sticks move, guys.
Oh, there's that mouse. There's that mouse capability, Connor.
Oh, you're right. Drift. Oh, yes, you're right. That's what that was.
So they plug in.
Yeah. They plug in and lock, I assume.
2.
That's going to be similar to what the noise makes this time around.
It's rounder. Oh.
You already announced that.
That's not Mario Kart 8.
It was like a less square dock and more of a rounded.
Ooh, I like the new whatever it's called, 2025.
Nice.
I would have thought. Boy, howdy.
Okay. Switch 2 Direct, April 2nd.
That's my birthday.
Perfect.
So that looks like the model that they showed off recently.
That all of the leaks and stuff have been. Yeah, it looks. Yeah, that was exactly it. But we kind of figured that when there's smoke, there's fire. And we'd seen that many times. So jumping ahead, April 2nd is a Wednesday.
I'm out of focus.
That's not good. That's not good for me.
Uh-oh.
I'll need to figure that out. Anyways, all right. Switch 2, gentlemen. Let me get a full image here. What do we think of what we just saw with the Switch 2?
I'm not at all surprised. All of the leaks were very telling.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have been more hyped if it wasn't leaked.
Sure. Yeah, but I don't care about that. Like, who cares about a leak? Like, what are we
video for? What's this video for? I was supposed to be popping off and reacting here. Come on.
Then react. Like,
it's nothing new.
He's reacting with disappointment.
But like you can't let leaks bring anything down. Like that kills enjoyment of anything because everything always gets leaked all the time. So like you still gotta like we gotta first look at a Mario Kart here. We got to first real look at the console, official look at it. I didn't see what is the hand thing that the Joy-Cons go into that I never used?
The grip, yeah.
The grip. I never saw the grip. I never saw the dock. Sure, I saw the main console itself, but I never saw the grip or the dock. So that's new and interesting. They're rounder. I like how the new grip looks a lot here. I enjoy because I want you to actually talk about the things you're seeing. And not just
did they ever confirm that it was or wasn't OLED?
That has not been confirmed yet. But
okay.
It
still could be, but
it still could be, but it's unlikely. I'm still hopeful that there's going to be a second SKU, like a $100 upgrade for an OLED. But me and Connor also talked about that on the podcast. They'll likely just do that in 6 months to a year, so that they can get you to buy the $350, $400 shitty version up front, because everyone will do that. And then a year later, someone, a percentage will buy the new one anyway. I'm really
into about the new button.
I'm really into. Oh, you're right. There is a new button there. I'm really into everything I'm seeing here. I like that it's rounder. I like that they look bigger. Those Joy-Cons look even bigger than they're longer, which would be interesting. Are they skinnier? They maybe it's just how we're looking at it in perspective here, but they look skinnier too.
Oh, I don't know.
Like the width of them, like this way on the X-axis.
Oh, I doubt that they're like in that way. If anything, I think when you take them off, I think they're like even fatter because they have to like plug in, right?
Yeah. So let's get a good look at with that weird color thing that they're doing where they pop out and stuff. Let me see if I can find
the going theory about that new button is it's a cast button. So you cast it to like your TV or whatever.
The C button, which is on the Switch itself. So the new like little pop outs here. I guess this is like sort of an in between of the little like attachment things that they came with that I never used those either because those are cheap and plastic and kind of shitty, so I would always just use them free-handed. But it looks like they have like little grooves for fingers maybe, or still like because the buttons are still there, so you can still use the Joy-Cons as solo individual controllers still.
Mm-hmm. Go back to when it was getting into the Switch because I think we can see from there if it's made to be like a hand grip. Yeah.
So those are still buttons. This is a better view right here. A sync button, the plug-in, whatever this little tiny thing is for. I don't know if you gentlemen can see our.
Maybe that's the mouse. It looks like kind of like a mouse
the little IR sensor. Okay, that would make sense. Still not quite sure what the functionality of having it being mouse-like is, but I'm sure we'll find out in time.
What if the purpose is they want you to use it like a PC if you're like on the flight or something like that? You can just pop it over that tray and then
load
your little mouse
some Microsoft Excel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some fast Twitch shooting for Halo Master Chief Collection.
Yeah, right. There it is. The way these things move when they're on the ground like this, that doesn't look comfortable to hold to me. So I'm willing to guarantee that there's going to be a mouse attachment.
They did say there was going to be an attachment that helped make that happen, but
to make
maybe it's something that
chunky mouse.
Because before it didn't have that. I see right there. It has the wrist holder or whatever the fuck you call it.
Yeah,
a string,
it's a wrist strap.
A
strap. Yeah, and
restraint. You fucking horny dog.
Wait, I didn't say that. He said.
Didn't you just say restraint?
No, I don't think I did.
All right, move on.
Anyway, it's weird that that's attached to it. I guess that's something that attaches. Yeah, where's that coming from?
What are you talking about?
Because it wasn't in the strap, because it wasn't on there before. and it's attached to the blue
Yeah,
part.
it just loops in.
Okay.
Your Joy-Cons now have this as well with the plastic things that I was just talking about. Same thing that they've done since the Wii.
Yeah, it's true. Nothing new.
Here we go. I like the player indicators on the outside instead of the inside now.
Good.
How do we feel about decolorifying the Joy-Cons?
I like how it's like they're using the negative space. I think it's good.
The way to keep their trend up of having the blue and red, but not have it look the same. So, I don't mind it.
They're identifiable as Joy-Cons 2.0. You know,
it'll be interesting to see
so much the old
how
ones.
they customize the Switch. Like I know they always do like their special versions and whatnot, little special controllers.
There's going to be all the different color waves.
Yeah.
Stuff,
so maybe they'll play around with that more.
Yeah, and this is my thing is I'm not a huge fan of going black with it. I like the full paint of color better, but I understand you need to make it more identifiable as Joy-Con 2.0, and I also understand that like I mean we can still like customize it and like you know when a new Zelda comes out there's going to be Triforce decals all over the black, which would look nice on a black background. I just think it's a little blander. It gives it less character to me.
You know what they should have done? They should have made it white. I love white tech. Would you turn your opinion around on then?
No.
On that? No.
I'm one. I love the boldness Nintendo went with the Joy-Cons of like there's a blue one and a red one. It doesn't match. And it's bright and it pops. Like yes, it's not pretty. It's not the prettiest thing to look at, but it pops. Which is more interesting to me than just another black box. This is closer to the black box. Still not quite there, but closer, way closer to the black box. I enjoy the screen space that we're seeing here. Of course, we'd have to see it like turned on with the bezel. Let me see if.
Oh, I mean,
right
yeah,
here.
It's very much there.
Yeah.
Who knows if because I don't know. I'm trying to like really get in there. I don't know if this is like they almost look like they have like extra black bars on the screen. Like cinematically, like on the sides, you know? Like they're not showing you the whole screen.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about is they've done something with the edit here. And like that's obviously not playing on the Switch itself that they're showing. That's something that they slapped on later. So yeah, it's hard to tell if that's like an accurate portrayal of what the screen space is going to look like, but it'd be weird if they showed us something that was like entirely inaccurate.
Yeah.
But also that's not like regular gameplay that you see. That's cinematic gameplay for a trailer that they've cut for the April event.
Right.
So we'll see all about that. Nintendo Switch 2. I'm into it. It looks good. Yep. I think it looks thicker to me. It looks like it'll be more comfortable to hold. And so I'm very, of course, you know, all of this is just all dependent upon the time that we actually get our hands on it. I love the full upgrade with the kickback. What is it called? Kickstand. It's adjustable in a lot of ways. It goes really far down, which is interesting.
Yeah, the OLED one goes really far down.
Does it? So. Okay. Yeah, I have no experience with the OLED, so I don't know. Is it the same or is it like slightly different?
It's different in that it's not the regular OLED isn't like just the bar. It's like the entire negative space of the bar is filled in with the kickstand and the OLED.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And then let me see. Let me get a look at some of the Switch itself ports and buttons and such. Is that the side of it? That's the side. So this is the bottom. Okay. Power, volume.
A lot of it's the same as the original Switch.
We're looking quite similar. 3.5 millimeter audio still.
That's worse audio, isn't it?
Still using cartridges.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, because it's gonna play regular Switch games as well as Switch 2.
But you would assume backwards compatible, yeah. Okay. I'm liking it. Everything here tells me that Nintendo is ready. Nothing is saying nothing is like I don't have any questions about anything. Everything that they're showing here looks like an upgrade to me. So yeah, I'm very very into what we're seeing here.
I think that top comment kind of sums it up pretty well. We know you know. Now just take the teaser and leave us alone. Especially with how the news has been going recently with that the leaked model. They clearly just were like, okay, you guys can't shut the fuck up about this kind of stuff. So here it is.
Yeah.
Leave us alone.
Good comment.
Yeah.
I mean, we were still gonna get this trailer regardless of leaks or not.
For sure.
This trailer has probably been
Yeah.
in the cut for 3, 4, 5 months. You know.
Definitely.
And they're just waiting on it. Interesting that they're going like magnets to like hold it, but it's just a port. Like you just plug it in.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like not quite USB-C.
No, that's like that's something else
like
entirely.
a custom thing. Yeah.
I don't know what I've seen this port before. I just don't know what it's called. Like this is real techie.
Nerd shit.
Closer to the actual like inside of a USB stick. Like if you look in that's closer to what that kind of looks like. So interesting that it's an actual plug-in now. I think I'm actually gonna like that more. The slides on my Switch 1 don't work anymore. Like the Joy-Cons pop off all the time and it always interrupts my gameplay. So like playing my Switch in handheld mode is a pain in the ass now. So hopefully this allows more long-term use. When we get 5-6 years down the line, it doesn't become a problem of them popping off. It doesn't look like they will. So it'll all be very, very interesting. Mario Kart.
That's Mario characters in carts.
It is nothing to go off of other than
nothing at all.
I've not seen. I'm not recognizing this map. Some of the decals I don't recognize, and I don't recognize the carts.
You gotta update the carts. You gotta wait.
Phil, you would know better than me. Do you see any characters here that we don't see in Mario Kart 8? I don't.
No, and they would make sure to not show anything like that.
Yeah.
So
I think this is just
they already
enough.
have a shit ton of characters.
This
in
thing
8,
Luigi's riding in, like I don't think I've ever seen that cart before.
Off-road vehicle.
I think this is just enough to tell us, hey, this is a new Mario Kart, but not enough to give us anything real.
Now, Tavin, this isn't about Mario Kart, but you had said before you didn't like the original dock of the Switch. This one basically being the same thing. Does that really bother you at all?
The rounded edges look better, but yeah, I still think the way that they've chosen to make docks, and I don't know the solution. I don't know if there is a solution for this, but the dock I'd have to see it in person to see, because the dock 1 is, in my opinion, a cheap piece of plastic. And it looks like it feels like it. This is heavily edited with lighting and, who even knows if that's an actual dock there or just like a 3D rendered dock. But I like the rounded edges. I think the more roundedness of everything we see with Switch 2 does look better. But it's still going to be let me get it in my home and put it down to actually have an opinion on quality of look, how it looks. But it's more Switch, which is exactly what I want. With just small upgrades. So we'll see about that.
See, I don't agree. I liked I liked the contrast of the square dock with the rounded Switch itself. I'm not a fan of the matching rounded things here. I just think you're showing off too much at the top of the console. I wish it was more just like you see the side sticking out like how the original Switch is. I don't like that. It feels like it's too exposed. I don't know.
I'd have to go
cover it up. Cover up those ankles.
I'd have.
Yeah, this is very, what's the word?
Puritan.
Shameful. Yes.
Because
this is unpure.
Switch 1 is that way, isn't it?
The Twitch one, he goes away. Yeah, I mean, I never really had a strong thought on the dock either way. I agree with Tavin in the sense I hope it's not like a cheap piece of plastic, because clearly the original is like that. But yeah, I don't really see an issue with it.
There is more top sticking out now. There is more top sticking out. So, I do agree. It does look it looks a little scandalous. You're showing a little too much skin, Switch. Maybe cover it up.
Cover it up.
Because, a 3-year-old's going to come around, knock you out of the case, and you were just asking for it by how you were dressed. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I'm going to clip that.
Okay, so the left one is still the screenshot button, right?
Yeah.
Right one is
the right one.
Is the home
That's
button.
the home button,
What's
and then
under that?
Well, so like I said, I'm pretty sure it's the casting thing, right? It's just going to cast to the dock itself, so you don't have to. You can like essentially use it as a second screen, which we're going Wii U gamepad again.
Did we ever confirm that? I don't recall.
That's not like a confirmed.
That's the going theory.
Thing. Yeah, that's the going theory. Okay. I want to look back at the Switch itself because the theory in my head is that cast button that Phil's talking about was on the Switch itself.
No, it's on the Joy-Con.
That would be strange. Oh, little rubber bumpers on the bottom. Make it
keeps it in place.
Probably keep it a little more balanced.
That's how it makes it go all the way back.
Okay. Yeah, I don't.
Gets all sexy like.
All right. Yeah, Phil, you might be right on that. Yeah.
Tech guy Phil.
Unless there's some sort of, and now I'm spitballing theories here. Maybe there's some sort of like way to bring up a browser or like a Steam page or something, and that's your go-to, like if or a way to like bring third-party apps in and download third-party games, like your Steam or an Xbox Game Pass store.
No, now it's both players can take useless photos on accident.
You know what? It might just be that. That one actually makes more sense.
I would be incredibly disappointed if that's the case.
Well, the whole thing with like the cast and having a second screen doing like Wii U thing again is so that we can just bring over raw ports of 3DS and Wii U titles and not have to do the work of fixing the dual screen problem, which totally makes sense. But
I want everything on one console, so that this achieves that, and that's what I want.
Yes, but it would be better for long-lasting, life and Connor, what's the word I always use for video game history? Preservation. It'd be better for preservation if Nintendo did the work and took the second screen out of those games. So we'll have to see, ladies and gentlemen. April 2nd, Nintendo Switch 2 event, and then there was more. What was the other stuff going on here at the end? It just pops right out. 2025.
Really?
Plays Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive as well as Switch games. Okay.
Nintendo Switch 2 plays
backwards compatible is true.
Hey, certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported on or fully compatible with the Nintendo Switch 2. So that's a first.
Oh, that's interesting.
There's a little bit of exceptions. Maybe it's that
it might be like some of the like motion control type games. So like you're like 1-2 switches or something. There might be something specific about that. Or maybe the way like ARMS plays or something.
That would make sense.
Or maybe it's like third-party titles that like they're not.
I imagine it'll be third-party titles.
They're artificially shrinking the Switch here.
Yes, I think anything first-party it has to be fully compatible.
How much
does Nintendo care about ARMS? I love that.
Enough to put Min in Smash.
That's true. But that was, that was a while ago. Nintendo Switch 2, so excited for that. I'm going to have to figure out a way to get out of Switch 2 Experience, series of hands-on events held around the world. Check the website for more details.
You get my grubby hands on it.
Boys, if they got one for Texas, we're going to figure out how to get there.
That would be nice. Maybe it'll be in
I doubt they will. It'll probably be in New York and probably like LA or something. But
I was going to say, they don't usually do anything in Texas.
Sometimes Vegas? I don't know. We might fuck around and try and figure out how to make the Vegas one work.
We're America. They should be able to cater to our needs and our desires.
Anyways.
And do it everywhere.
Gentlemen, any last thoughts, opinions, predictions for Nintendo Switch 2?
Make good games.
We'll have the Direct on April, and then I predict a full release August. Me
and Tavin were thinking summer when we talked about it.
Like
before.
Late summer, yeah.
Might be, but it could be early summer. I mean, I still could conceive them just coming out the gate and be like, "It's coming out in a month," or something like.
See, I think this is enough.
Could be.
This trailer provides enough runway. You could launch in May, no problem. May or June.
We'll have to see though. Like many things.
This gives us 4 or 5 months of runway. So like, if you need to start saving, start saving. Here you go. It's coming.
Nintendo's also known for not really announcing things prematurely. They're kind of people who, when they show something, it's more farther along than other things might usually be.
So they're gonna have games at this Switch 2 event. What are they going to have?
Show off new Metroid. I think that's clear.
Probably
Mario Kart.
I
still think Animal Crossing is going to be one of the other big.
It's not going to launch with Animal Crossing. I don't think so.
It's been so long.
It hasn't been that long. The wait between New Horizons and the one before that was even longer.
But the difference was they made tons and tons and tons of money.
They made so much money.
And they didn't end development everyone was kind of surprised when they said, "Okay, this is the last expansion thing we're doing." I remember.
You're not wrong. Will I be absolutely flabbergasted if it launches with Animal Crossing? No, I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think we'll see Mario Kart. We'll maybe see 3D Mario.
I'm starting to think we might see a new Donkey Kong game.
Well, I think the 3D Mario is going to incorporate Donkey Kong.
Oh, okay.
Phil might be onto something there. Yeah. I'm more certain for 2025. I'm more certain for 3D Mario, Metroid, and Mario Kart.
I think those are the big three. Yeah.
Animal Crossing feels like a 26 thing because
it'll be the next year.
Yeah, they may even announce it before Christmas just to be like, moms and dads, buy your Switch 2 for this Animal Crossing New Horizons 2 that's coming, right? Because you're gonna want that. But yeah, they don't. Animal Crossing feels like blowing your load too early. Whereas sticking to Mario feels like tried and true classic Nintendo fashion, but we're still, Mario Kart, highest selling Switch game. Animal Crossing, like the last one, is like the highest selling Japanese game of all time or something crazy like that. I don't know how those metrics work out.
I don't really know.
But yeah, there's like crazy stats for both of those. You don't need both of them in 2025. You're fine with a Mario Kart this year and an Animal Crossing next year. And then a 3D Mario to boot. Nice chunk of change on that. Metroid Prime 4 will be cool for the gamers.
We'll get the Pokemon Legends game too, so.
Oh, that is coming this year. Nintendo's got a busy year. Nintendo and Xbox kind of running the map right now. So, assuming Xbox comes out with quality. So yeah, very, very interesting. Very excited. I think we're generally on the right path here. But it's just a matter of time, and we gotta see. So, at this event, Mario Kart, probably a 3D Mario, Metroid. I think Connor's right in there. There's gonna be something, a gimmick game of some kind, or something.
It's gonna be this version of it's not gonna be 1-2 switch, but it's gonna be that type of thing. It's gonna be some kind of party game.
That type of thing. And I'm also curious. Do we get a Splatoon 4 here?
Might.
I could see it. I don't think it's that crazy. The last one was 2022, I think.
I think a big thing would depend on how, because 2022. I know they do. I don't know if they still do updates for the game, but when they do the presentation in April, if they have a bigger focus on trying to amplify their online capabilities, it would probably be a shoo-in. If they start showing it off.
The last Splatoon 3 expansion was last year, so it's 2024.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know if there's I don't know if that means they're still developing stuff for it, or they just.
A Splatoon 4 is coming.
I just don't know if it's going to be launch.
Yeah. The real question, guys, is will they replace the A with the 4?
Splatoon 2 was at the Nintendo Switch 1 launch event. How crazy is that? We got 2 Splatoon games this generation.
Normal.
And then I think we're getting a new IP. Nothing serious on the level of an ARMS. But you never know. It could actually be good this time around and become a hit, But yeah, that would, if there's 5 games there, Mario Kart, Metroid, Mario, probably Splatoon, and then something random.
It's not going to happen this year, but I'd love to see a new Fire Emblem.
That's probably that's probably a next year thing. Whatever Nintendo Direct they have post to launch. So what is that? September or November? Did they normally do a Direct? One of those months. I think a Fire Emblem will be announced there for 26. I don't think they're going to do an
pretty
early
sure it's like
launch
late
again.
September.
So that'll be it. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know how you feel about the Switch 2 down in the comments below. Let us know your theories, what you want to see at this Nintendo Switch 2 event. And then, as always, make sure you like, subscribe, follow for more. We will be talking about all of this on the podcast, the Gamescast, the Two Penny Gamescast every Tuesday. So stick around for that. And then we've got a bunch of other fun stuff coming in terms of content later this week and beyond. So make sure you stay on top of all of that. Until next time, have a great time. And gentlemen, say goodbye to the people.
See you.
Bye.